and sorry, there is a 2L that says, that we skipped over, I think, unless I missed. Complete a market analysis to pinpoint economic impact of existing developments as well as determine future development potential of key industry sectors. Did we talk about that one?
It's in the table, I see it.
52. No, it's actually, if you look at the top 52.
Oh, yeah, I see it up there, yep.
Yeah.
Right up top, yep.
Yeah, it's staying.
Okay, I just didn't know. Either I fell asleep for a second.
You blinked too long.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, that 2L was staying.
Okay.
Moving on to 5.
Okay. 5, provide administrative and leadership capacity. Cecil Township will offer high-quality municipal governance and services that are transparent, responsible, efficient, and responsive. All right, we're outside of the engineer's expertise.
They're ready to.
I just, like,
monthly meeting,
yeah, like, I don't understand the purpose. I mean, I think we're all relatively accessible, so like calling things out as saying having coffee sessions. Like, I'm okay with like, making, like leaving in the part where it says Cecil Township will offer high quality municipal governments and services that are transparent, responsible, efficient, and responsive, but I don't think we need to call out specifically how that's established.
It's a good target to have, and I think that was a top 3 or top 5 from the comprehensive plan,
From the data you collected?
from the data that was sent out and the request that came back in.
I think
I wish John Trent was here to
Regular
address that.
yeah.
We can have regular meetings.
I think
It's
it's
not a
too
bad thing to be
specific.
done.
It's too specific. Like, you could say, make sure that supervisors, Ron's right, like, we have a regular monthly meeting and 10 people come.
That's right.
We all have email, that people email us regularly, if they're, I can't sit there, as much as I would love to, I can't sit there and have coffee with every resident.
Is the intention here a casual conversation over coffee? I mean, this is a more formal meeting setting. So as the intent was, okay, we'll just sit down and just, go face to face on whatever. I mean, that's my takeaway on this one.
But we try.
I just don't think, all the other things we do, we don't have time.
Bingo.
And 2, generally, if somebody has a problem, they'll get a hold of you. They'll see you down the road, or even when you don't want them to see you.
Yeah, this sounds like it came out of the borough plan book where you're on a street right there. We don't have borough streets here.
I think, like, I'm okay with that overall, like, be responsive, efficient, responsible, but like this specific 5A, I think needs to be.
Well, it does say the law, they could just leave it to the township manager.
Yeah, like, you can limit it down to make Dawn have coffee all day, every day with every township resident. Yeah.
I think it needs to
Yeah,
go.
good.
He's a friendly soul.
Well, I mean,
You'd be so caffeinated, you'd never get anything else done,
Usually it happens that it's the manager getting out there to like have coffee with the school district to understand what they're doing, or to meet with other elected officials and other people around, other community leaders, just to keep you guys abreast of what's going on. So,
But I don't think that's what that says. Like, this says, listening posts or coffee sessions, elected and appointed township officials meet with residents. To me, that's different. Like, it doesn't have to be a coffee session. You could say something like, township manager stays in regular contact with local elected officials, community leaders, that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be specific to a coffee session. I mean, if he wants to send an email or a phone call and that's more efficient, I'm fine with that.
See, I mean, for the number of emails he gets, for the number of calls that come only for Dawn, and then they'll stop in. If they can't get him on the phone, they'll just come to the front door.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have to go anywhere. They come to him,
Right.
and I just,
well, then there's no need for the goal.
No, you don't take that out. What's wrong? People want communication. They want communication. 5B was creating social media presence and Facebook and Twitter to better connect with the residents. 5C, update and enhance township website, use the e-alert system, create social media presence via Facebook and Twitter.
Do you want to have that conversation, do you know what happened on my Facebook page when I posted a picture of, no, have this conversation, of swings with or for children with disabilities? 230 comments, 90% of which were inappropriate. This is why the township can't have a Facebook page, because we cannot control 24/7 what people are gonna say. And they take advantage of social media.
That's your statement. You can't,
Ron, do you disagree?
you cannot stop, squelch communication with the
So I say
public.
take it out.
Yeah.
The only thing I would like to see is me more something about was maybe once a month, some Dawney meet with, like South Point businessmen or whatever, they have a meet luncheon every month. Yes.
That's my contribution to it, every month, or not. I remember,
Yeah, I mean, I attend monthly to the Western Pennsylvania Municipal Leaders.
well, we're talking about, that's in
I
our,
can do that.
that's in our community.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, 5A. So we're taking 5A.
5A.
You're taking it out?
Conduct annual.
Can you modify, that was the number one, that was very high up there as far as communication that comprehensive plan committee desired to have in there. And that was from the questionnaire that they sent out to the residents and those that they got back. It was communication.
Eric, we've updated our website significantly, thanks to Jack. Jack, Dawn, and the majority of us are available via Facebook, phone, email. I meet with residents in person. I know Tom and Ron do too. I don't know how else to be more accessible. Sitting down with a pot of coffee isn't going to change that.
No, I say, I better take it out.
Yeah, Tom,
Take it out.
take it out. Yeah. All right, 5J. Conduct annual joint strategy session between the Board of Supervisors, Planning Commission, and senior township staff to establish a set of annual priorities and action steps. But how do you do that? Like, not to be difficult, but like, we could sit down and talk with the Planning Commission, but aren't they reviewing things for us as they come
Right.
in?
They push them
Yeah,
up.
they push it up to, so what would we sit down and talk about?
Well, actually, people from the Parks Board, they ask us once in a while, when you come
Parks
to our
Board,
meetings. The Historic Society asks us once in a while when the supervisor comes, the municipal authority asks, I mean, that's not,
But that doesn't say, like, this specifically calls out planning commission. If
It
you want to
says
say,
between the community.
if you want to take out planning commission, but then say, conduct annual joint strategy session between the board of supervisors and other township boards and senior township staff to establish
Yeah.
that, that's fine, because then you're including Parks Board and whomever else.
Well, maybe this
Dawney
week.
has it.
Yeah.
Dawney, what do you have, monthly staff meetings? with
Yes.
Everybody?
Yeah, they're, just so you know, they're the Wednesday after your board meeting. So really, I just take the agenda in there and make sure everybody's on the same page.
But this to me isn't talking about you guys, because you handle that administratively. This is saying like outside boards, and Tom's right, like sometimes municipal authority asks us to come, or the Parks and Rec Board. I'm not opposed to adding that, but like, if we were to sit down only with planning commission, I don't know what we talk about. So that's why I think you take out the word planning commission and change it to any township board. So like any township board that wants to meet with us, we would be open and willing to meet with. Other seated boards.
What's senior township staff?
Dawn and Jack.
Is that an age thing?
More than you are.
Age discrimination in
I
our.
was wondering if it was a cheap shot.
Important, it means you're important. All right, moving on. Complete customer service training for municipal staff. Thoughts on 5M?
we hope we would do that anyhow, but can't have it.
5N, investigate and create a work order system for effectively addressing residents' requests and efficiently allocating personnel and resources.
We have that built into the website. It's more of a matter right now, I have a generic, so it channels through Teresa, who then disperses from there. I can actually take it several levels where I can have work, basically request for Public Works, go right to Public Works or wherever. We have her as kind of the gatekeeper, and then she'll disperse it from there.
So we've accomplished it, let's take it
And
out.
we don't know anything about it. The only reports I get are from,
I do.
Mike. We know all the complaints he gets. I know this does not necessarily talk about complaints, but do you know all the calls Dawn gets and how he resolves them?
No, but do I want to know? No.
There's some interesting ones, I'm sure, but I'd like to know that how you do it.
Track them though, if we would come and ask.
Not about everything done in a daily call.
Yeah, so like if you would come and ask him,
I can't comment every day, so we can do yesterday.
but I feel like you'd spend forever, his system that he's talking about is electronic, but like if we're asking him to write down every time he's on the phone, he'd spend the whole day
Yeah, I
taking
don't want
it.
to treat that. I guess I just like to know when a customer,
Yeah.
I like it when I see whenever Mike says that the issue is resolved, there's a complaint resolved. I mean, I don't really care about it, other than I'm glad something.
Well, he gives the whole thing up, Mike gives the whole thing up with every car.
That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, Mike said, yeah, but when it says resolved, that's good to read. I like reading his reports.
And I think Dawn, he gets complaints, and if it's with the roads, he sends the bill.
Right,
The
the
bill,
bill,
and
the bill follows through and we'll say
Yeah.
whether or not it's been completed or unable,
So you have a
unable to
system.
accomplish for one reason or another.
Let me just chime in, and I mean, because I represent municipalities at different ages and growths and where they are, that you will get to a point with service requests that it will probably overwhelm your existing staff, and you'll probably want to track that with some sort of software, so it's not bad to have some sort of goal related to, continue to improve customer service, investigate software or other means to, enhance customer service, because things are changing all the time. So, I mean, that'd be my only point. If this is going to be a 10-year document, the township's going to continue to grow, staff's going to have to grow with it, right? And then how things are managed and how they're done. So it's not bad to have a goal.
Well, wait, then Dawn, did you say you just break up that on a tablet somewhere?
I keep a daily log.
I mean,
If any
there's
calls come to
somewhere-
my office, all the other ones are normally handled within.
If someone would call something like 3 months from now and say, hey, I talked to Dawn, he said he'd look into this, I mean, there'd be some kind of.
Yeah, be checking, sit right, yeah,
All right,
yeah, I would have that, yeah.
Wouldn't that communication fall in that same category? Something you're always striving for? I mean, take out the word coffee sessions if Cindy doesn't like it, but you can't take out communications.
Yeah, we're on five.
We're on
But
5M.
did you hear the logic he said to utilize that last?
No, you're talking about 5M.
I know. And did you hear the logic to say
Yeah,
that's something we're always working for? We're not taking out communication.
There's nothing, it doesn't hurt to work towards that.
I think if there's a problem, generally right now, if you have a problem, you call Bill. Or Dawn. I call Dawn or Bill. You do the same thing.
But Ron, you remember, this is a 10-year plan. You got a vision where you're going as a township. This township's
I think we're okay
Growing.
with leaving this in.
It's
I-
growing. You're gonna need some of these. You're gonna refer back to these goals and say you needed them.
Yeah.
I think a majority of the board, if I'm hearing you, is okay with leaving that in. It's just as long as we work towards this.
I don't want to take up too much time, but I do want to call your attention to this. Understand that we're moving into that, especially from a Parks and Rec standpoint of view. We're dealing with people that are very computer savvy, iPhones, that type of thing. This is the log system. We have this. I can print this off and provide it to you anytime. Somebody goes on, they file a complaint. Notice I have over on the right-hand side, it's urgent. It goes to Teresa. I get a copy of it. I'll follow up with her if it's not closed in a timely manner. Basically tells us what the problem is. She directs it from there. If it's a matter that goes to Bill, or if it goes to Renato, or if it goes to somebody else, she basically, I call her the air traffic controller on this. We're finding more and more people are using this. They still call, did you get my, my inquiry, but
You got that?
That's great.
we can expand this too. We can make
Service request, yeah, that's a service request.
Right.
Okay,